think, at least in my opinion, whatever people in charge do, right? Whatever happens in the world, I think it should be based on what everyone has to say.
It means having the ability to express yourself, your ideas, and your opinions freely across different forms such as like the internet, in person, and feeling like you have the ability to do that.
I say whatever I want as long as I don't instigate violence through my words.
Free speech is the ability to say what you want or type or write or express what you want in any way and make sure that other people are not gonna call you out and punish you for that.
In our political climate, I think people need to be really careful about what they say, because it's like we have someone in power who uses that power to say things that are completely inappropriate for what like his position is.
You have two sides to this story. If you're educating people on these sides of the story, if you only tell someone one person's opinion and you continue to spread that message, then we start to handicap people. We start to basically make them think that only one opinion is right. You can't form your own ideas, you can't form your own thoughts. And that can, all in all, like economically, politically, it can limit the way that we grow.
I don't mean to like call out a certain political group, but primarily on the left, especially the liberals, they're trying to shut down free speech in massive numbers. For example, you can see throughout universities all over the US, when conservative speakers are trying to do a guest speech or something, there's always riots. The liberals are going ballistic, starting riots, having violence, having streets getting shut down and having the police involved. So yeah, I definitely do think there's an epidemic of people who no longer understand the concept of free speech.
Hate speech is kind of different because although it is free speech and you should be able to say what you want, it's like I said before, it's targeting a specific group of people just for being different. And if that's your only reason for like expressing your opinion just because you're like scared that they're different, I feel like then that wouldn't be considered.
If you're talking and you're directly instigating violence, like you're saying, oh, let's do X, Y, and Z, then that's qualified as hate speech, and that's no longer protected by free speech, and that type of speech should be limited. But if you say something and then other people try to take it a different way and then create violence out of it, that's still free speech. So you could just say whatever you want as long as you're not directly causing violence.
I feel like while government consequences would be good, it's not very doable. So I feel like it would be more social consequences that would have to happen. So like if I saw or heard someone else saying something like really rude or derogatory about someone else, it would be kind of like my job and my responsibility to like stand up against them and maybe tell them like, hey, what you're doing isn't right, you shouldn't say things like this.
But it still falls into the category of hurting other people's feelings, and though from a moral standpoint no one should use such racially charged words, people still will use it just because they want to or they want to feel cool or whatever. It happens on this campus quite a lot, and there's really nothing you can do other than tell them that it's bad and it might cause them further damage in the future. But as far as that goes, I still don't think you should tell them that they cannot say certain words just because it hurts or it may hurt a certain group of people. Just because your feelings don't hurt doesn't mean you can limit other people's speech. Like, if I call you stupid and your feelings are hurt, sucks to be you.
Like for example, if I posted, I don't like this certain group of people and I'm going to beat them up or like have a school shooting or something, that's something that should have consequences.
There's a lot of celebrities like I watch through YouTube a lot. They're often falsely accused for using hate speech because other people decide to act upon what they've said and spin it out of proportion.
Opinions, they need to be shared, because if we keep them inside, if we limit what people can say, we don't get the full picture of what everyone believes, what everyone thinks is right.